Well, trouble is mounting for the Western Cape Premier Helen Zille after comments praising colonialism. Well, Black First Land First movement will be opening a case of racism against the Democratic Alliance leader in Johannesburg tomorrow. The action comes on the same day as the first meeting of the DA for a possible disciplinary inquiry against Zille. Well, joining us on the phone line is BLF spokesperson Lindsay Mastrop. Mastrop, thank you so much for joining us this morning here on 8 and 7. Just talk us through the BLF's plans and reasons on laying the charges against Helen Zille.
Okay, so tomorrow, firstly, good morning. So the BLF, Black First Land First movement, will be going through to the Hillbrow police station tomorrow to lay a charge of racism against Helen Zille. We have said that we would do this, and we're following up on our promise to the Black society that we would follow up and do this. So we'll do it tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The reasons for that is quite simple. Helen Zille is a racist. She's always made a racist utterances, but intrinsically we know that white people are intrinsically racist, that they hold institutional power over us, and that they determine how we must act, and often they put us as monkeys therefore. So also we must note that the EFF has come out and asked for Mmusi Maimane to act swiftly. This is again a way of collating the position that a black person must take responsibility for white racism. We know that we are not responsible for this thing, but unfortunately we have to deal with it, and this is why the BLF will be laying this charge against it tomorrow at the Hillbrow police station.
Now, what is the BLF hoping to achieve from the entire case? What would you like to see take place after on?
Well, she will be charged, and she must face the full might of the law. We know the law is anti-black. We know this through our own experiences, but we must be able to go through this process and expose racism for what it is, both at an institutional level, but also at a level where the Premier of the Western Cape is able to make these utterances without being held accountable. So there's two levels. We want society to recognize that white people don't have to account for racism, and then it means that we must then respond to it by taking back the land so that we can ensure that we can live in a just society. But then also at a level where Premier Helen Zille is held accountable for her actions and her words as she speaks upon us.
Now, what do you make of the way that the party, the Democratic Alliance, has so far handled the matter, taking into account that Helen Zille hasn't actually been suspended from the party?
I mean, the actions are very predictable. We've seen this over and over and over again. What will happen? She'll go through this period, and ultimately she'll get a slap on the wrist. We've seen it through other similar cases as well, with Kola as well, who have made similar utterances. But what we must understand is the DA is a white racist party. It's meant to maintain institutionalized racism and maintain the power of white monopoly capital in this country. And so they're acting as per normal. What we must also understand then is that how does it become possible for political parties like the EFF to give power to political parties like the DA, whether they can then further suppress black people in the metros in Joburg, Pretoria, and so forth. So we must understand that this is typical of the DA. What they've done is totally normal. She will get away. She is the leader of the movement. Mmusi Maimane, unfortunately, is just a rank and file puppet within the movement, and he is the black face of the movement. I'm hoping that he can realize this himself and realize that there is no hope for a white racist party in this country. We as black people must unite and take back land and respond to white racism with the full might of the law as well.
Well, sir, thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. Well, that was the BLF spokesperson, Lindsay Mastrop, just unpacking more details on the case that the BLF will be opening tomorrow in Johannesburg.